I am almost to Memphis. I was hoping you could see the skyline, but I don't know that you can. I don't think you can see it very well. Huh. Oh well. I'm almost to Memphis. You turn this around. I don't know what that big glare is. There's no sun shining in here. There, maybe that's better. Anyway, I'm almost to Memphis. I'm headed to Charlotte. I'm going to spend the night in Nashville. I'm still about 3 hours, maybe 3 hours and 10 minutes or so away from Nashville. So that's my goal, is to make it to Nashville tonight, which is only 3 more hours. So I should be able to do that. I go through little waves of being really, really sleepy. But for the most part, I'm good. This is pretty cool. Let me see if I can show you the skyline now. There is Memphis. Yay! And there is Memphis. Yay! So, it's happening. I'm going to have my truck. Like, I should have it next week. Oh, let's see. Welcome to everybody. Yay! I just finished going through Knoxville. I'm going to have my truck next week. And I should Knoxville. In a week or two after just finished going through Knoxville. I am headed east. Right. I will be in Asheville about 2 hours or less. I'm going to stop and meet a friend there for lunch. Late lunch, since it's already 1:30 and it'll be 2 hours before I get there. I'm going to stop and have a late lunch. And then I will be headed to Charlotte. Very excited to be back in the Tar Heel state. Anyway, hi Angie. Let's see. I have a squeak in my car that's driving me insane. I have looked and looked and looked and cannot find it. It's something that I have packed, because when I unload my car, the squeak is not there. I have been through everything. I got it to go away a little bit. It's not as loud as it was yesterday, but it's still there, just not as loud. So I moved it, obviously. I can't figure out what it is to make it just go away altogether. So about 4 more hours of a squeak. Anyway, I'll be in Asheville in about 2 hours. I'm starving. I might have to sneak and get like one little bite of something in the meantime. And then once I'm out of Asheville, it'll take me about 2.5 hours to get to where I'm going in the Charlotte area. I'm actually going to Kannapolis. But who has ever heard of Kannapolis? Hi, Lee. Hi, Lee. Who has ever heard of Kannapolis? If you're not from there, no one knows where it is. But anyway, I will be there this evening sometime. And hey, I got to tell you guys, I joined the rest of the world. I got on satellite radio. I know I've been fighting it because I actually like local radio. That's how you hear about what's going on around you. But traveling, doesn't really matter what's going on locally, because nothing is local to me. And turn your music up loud enough for the squeak. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing. I've been not listening to the squeak with the music. But I finally joined the rest of the world because it doesn't matter now. And I got tired of going through dead zones. One dead zone was seriously about 40 minutes long. And so I literally pulled over on the side of the road and signed up for Sirius. Is that how it's pronounced? Signed up for Sirius. And it's so funny because I'm usually way ahead of everybody else doing anything technology oriented. I usually get it, I'm usually doing it long. I was paying my bills online the second it became available. And I mean, it was 10 years before other people got on that bandwagon. And I've been streaming movies forever, longer than most people. I don't know why. I just did not want to get on satellite radio. I am now officially on satellite radio. I got a good deal though. I got the full 150 package so I can listen to my 4 stations. But anyway, for 6 months it was $30, and it'll go up to $15 after that. I'll just drop it down to the minimum because I don't listen to the stations you need the $16 a month package for. But I'm getting them now. If it turns out I listen to them, then I'll pay for the higher package. But right now, that is not the case. That's it. I'm having a good trip. The comedy channels are pretty, they are. I'll have to keep the higher package to listen to the comedy channels, which I might. You know, there are times you just need some silly comedy in your life. Lord knows I do. I'll have to check them out. So anyway, life's pretty good. I am almost to where I need to be. Far, far away from Oklahoma and Arkansas. I will be in the Charlotte area, which we all know is, I consider that my hometown, even though technically Cleveland is my hometown, I consider Charlotte my hometown. It's all where your heart is. So, and I consider SoCal, Long Beach, the Long Beach area, my second home. I need to look at I need to be in the right-hand lane, or I'm not going to go to Asheville. Ooh, I just almost saw an accident. 2 people changing lanes at the same time and not paying attention. That one, though, didn't concern me. I was just going to be an unwilling witness. So anyway, far away from Arkansas and Oklahoma, and the trauma there, and oh my gosh, the stupidity that I had to deal with. I tried that online dating. I went on one date with this guy. We texted first and we chatted, and he made me laugh a lot. And I thought, oh, that's really good because I've got a really weird sense of humor. It takes a lot to make me laugh on a regular basis. So I have a pretty warped sense of humor. He made me laugh a lot. We went out and he was completely different, like a dud. And I gave him a chance because, it's the first time on a date and nervous. And so I thought, and he had to drive an hour to see me, and he was late because the traffic was really bad. We met, right when rush hour would have been going on. So he was a little late. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt, went out with him a second time. No, he's just a dud who's really funny on texting, not in real life. So that was my big excitement in Oklahoma and Arkansas, is going out on one dating site thing. And it said we were 90% compatible, and we weren't compatible at all. After talking to him, I'm an extrovert, he's an introvert. I like to go. He's a couch potato. And what's funny is in my profile, I write on there, my biggest turnoff, couch potatoes. Explain to me how that's a 90% match. So I don't get it, people. The dating websites suck. But we live in a world where and I'm in an age where do you meet people? I work from home. So meeting someone at work doesn't work for me. I don't go to church. I'm not going to go to church. So that doesn't work for me. I haven't had any luck meeting anyone at the grocery store or the laundromat. I'd be willing to bump into someone. You know me, I've never met a stranger. I talk to people in the weirdest places. I haven't, so I don't know. Where do you meet people when you're at the age I'm at? I don't, I go to bars once in a while. When I do, it's just to listen to bands. And I haven't met anybody when I do go. And I'm really weary of people that I meet in bars. And maybe I shouldn't be. But I am. I mean, they might be there the same as me just to watch this particular band. I'm good, Sam. Very good. Hi. You and I need to talk later. But, how do you meet people in my circumstances when you're 56 years old? And like I said, maybe I should be more open-minded to meeting someone at a bar. I guess I just need to make sure they're not a regular there. Because usually I'm going to a bar, I'm not a regular, I don't know anyone. I'm just going to listen to that particular band. And they may be in the same position. And that would be okay. I don't know. Volunteer programs. I thought about that. That's a good idea. You know what? Now that you have said that, maybe that's what I need to do. Volunteer programs. I'm not ready to be in a relationship. Okay, Sam. Love you too. I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I just want to date. I want to keep it loose. I don't want to hook up. If some adult activity happens, it happens, but that's not what I'm out for. I just want to meet, I want to date and I want to enjoy my life, and I'm ready to date. I'm not ready for a long-term relationship. My heart was pretty broken, and it's going to be broken for a long time. So, yeah, it's going to be broken for a long time. So I just want just dating. And that's what I checkmarked on my profile, just dating. But if the right person comes along, then I will be compelled to change my mind about the long-term part, right? But right now, in the state of mind that I'm in, no, and I won't be for a long time. So, but I like that. Volunteer programs, I might check into that. Yeah, I think volunteer programs are good. If anybody else has any more ideas, that would be great. Volunteers, there'd be as many men or more men than women. Because I know a lot of volunteer programs, it's all women. So I've got to check out to where there'd be men, but it has to be a volunteer program I believe in, of course. I'm not going to volunteer just to meet someone. It has that would be like selective offerings. There's sacrificial offerings and selective offerings that have to do with tithing and offerings. When you tithe or give an offering, is really more towards giving an offering, because your tithing is your tithing. When you give an offering, it's supposed to hurt. You're blessed on your offerings, not your tithing, because your tithing is kind of mandatory. It's 10% is 10% is 10%. Your offering is anything over and above that, and you're blessed on your offering. Well, there's selective offerings and there's sacrificial offerings. And the sacrificial offering is when you give something in faith that God's going to take care of you. So, and I don't even believe in God, but but I do believe in this logic. I actually gave a sermon about this a long time ago when I believed in God. When you do sacrificial giving, it hurts. I only have $10 in my name, but I'm going to give that $10 because I trust that God's going to take care of me and replace it and fulfill my needs. But this person really needs his $10, so I'm going to give it. Giving $10 when you have $1,000 is not sacrificial giving. It's selective giving. Here's another one that's a good example of selective giving. They're doing the clothing drive. So I'm going to give clothes that don't fit me any longer. I'm going to give clothes that I'm not going to wear anyway. It is absolutely no big deal to give that. But say they're looking for donations for a clothing drive for battered women to go back into the workforce. So they need nice clothing. It would be a sacrifice for me to give away a business suit that I actually wear. That would be a sacrifice. That's what's blessed, are your sacrifices, not your selective giving. So if we're talking about Stacy, we're talking about me and dating. So if I'm going to volunteer to meet men, if I'm going to do volunteer programs to meet men, I don't want to just volunteer to meet men. It has to be a program that I believe in. So I've got to figure that out. And my asthma is killing me. The humidity is just driving me nuts. So anyway, if anybody has any ideas about that, I'm listening. I'm listening. And I'm going to sign off because I am starting to hack. I need to do a breathing treatment. All right, guys. Love everybody. I will catch you later. Stay tuned for the saga of Dawn and her dating woes. And I'm going to have my truck soon, and I'm going to be traveling in my camper. Yay! Okay, everybody. Talk soon. Bye. Thanks, Stacy. Bye-bye.